Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Just woke up at a reasonable time today, which is good. I have to work today in 30 minutes, and I have to work for 6 hours. So we'll see how much work I get done today. Hopefully, I'll get some stuff done. Hopefully, what I'll try to do is get the knee joint done. I've been thinking, as I was falling asleep last night, I was thinking about how I was going to do that because it's going to kind of attach in a weird spot. A weird spot. So I got to look at that and see how I'm going to get that to attach to, because it's going to kind of come down to the backside, but then you have to wrap around to the front to get to the knees. So I got to look at that and kind of play with that. And so that's what I'm going to do this morning before I have to go to work. And then, because it's a gig economy kind of thing, I might have some time in between work to squeeze in a little bit of work on this. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll check back in with you guys and let you know. Alright, so I technically just started my shift, even though I haven't gotten any orders yet. But look at this, I'm getting a lot faster. I've already pulled out the sliding pieces for this. It makes sense that I was getting faster. I just kind of didn't expect it to happen. I don't know. But it's nice. It's nice to be getting quicker at this. So there's that. There's the sliding piece on there right there. So we're getting there. I'm sure there's going to be other issues as I move that I'm not thinking about, other things I have to figure out as I go through this. Like, I haven't put any of the 3D printed parts in there. I haven't put the pauldron in there yet. I haven't really worked on some of the parts of the skin. So, like, the superficial part, there's going to be parts on here that are put on there, and how I'm going to actually weld on the steel and stuff. There's other things I need to figure out. I need to keep going as I go to the next drafts of this thing, but I'm getting quicker, which is nice. I still think I'm gonna run in. There's still something new I have to do down here on this knee, so I still have to do that, so that might end up taking longer, but we're getting there. So I already got those done. Now I need to bring it down and bring it to the two knee joints down here. Alright, I'm back from work, and I've been working for about an hour. Let me show you guys what I've been up to. Alright, so here we are. We have the struts put in. I have 2 on each one, even though they're so close together. It's like they're almost, is it really even doing much? So I might want to expand that out a little bit. There's only about 2 degrees in between these right now coming off. So I might make that a little bit wider, but you can see it coming down here to the knee. You can see the superficial and the deep, and then those are both going to go in right there, so then it come back into kind of like one, like I did on the arm as well, so that there's more room in between your legs so that you can actually walk and stuff in this. So you got that slider joint up there, and then this comes down, and this is the hinge joint of the knee, and then there needs to be a rotational joint in here, and then there's going to be a piece that comes up that when your knee is bent, it allows it to move, and then when it's straight, it locks it out. And that's the thing I was telling you guys, I've been alluding to a little bit. It's important to keep, because that's how biology actually works. That's how your knee actually works. You lose that range of motion when you open your knee. So, all right, I know that was a short video today, but we're making good progress. We really are getting stuff done pretty quick. Of course, when I have to work, it makes everything take longer, unfortunately, but that's life, I guess. Just gotta put that hustle in. Anyway, it's coming along. We're getting close. Tomorrow, I'm gonna work on that slider joint for that rotation of the leg, and I have to figure out that locking mechanism. I don't really know how I'm gonna do that yet, so that's something I gotta figure out. And then we go down to the ankle. I was going to say that's the last unknown, but we haven't really done the ankle yet. I'll probably end up doing the ankle pretty similar to the wrist, though, so it'll probably end up being essentially like doing the wrist again. So really, it probably won't be that bad. Really don't like us, so. And then the joint on the foot is going to be far easier than doing the phalanges. So the phalanges of your hand. So the phalangeal joints of the foot will be a lot easier than the phalangeal joints of the hand. So those should go pretty quick. Really, the only thing I have to figure out is what I'm going to be working on tomorrow, and I'll be thinking about tonight, and getting ready for tomorrow and all that, is how I'm going to do that rotational lockout joint. So if you are curious, you can just put your leg out, and you can go like this. But then if you put your leg out like this, you can still do that, but you'll notice the rotation is coming from your hip. So if you don't believe me, try it on yourself. It's kind of interesting. Weird quirk of biology, I don't know. I really don't know why your body is that way, why it locks out like that, but it does. So the exoskeleton is going to need to do that too, because the idea is this should protect you, and I would hate for the exoskeleton to really be able to move further than you can move, and end up like hurting you in some way. So part of what I want is for these joints to all kind of lock out like normal joints would, and not be able to push past them for 2 reasons. If you're Iron Man, you're getting in a fight with some bad guy, you don't want him to be or break your arm. You don't want to have to be your human biology resisting that. And then the other thing is that sometimes it would be really bad if like an actuator was at like a far out right here and it decided to start pulling backwards, and then it, not even fighting a bad guy, just fucking broke your arm in your suit, so or your knee or whatever. So that's why we want to be able to do that stuff. And so that's the one thing really that's kind of an unknown, and that's the next thing. So that should be the longest part really of doing the leg, and then we should. So hopefully we'll get through draft one a little bit quicker than, or I'm sorry, the legs, and get finished with draft one even quicker than I said. Like I think I said the 15th, and so we still have like 2.5 weeks for that, so we're on good track to do that right now. But still have to do it. We'll see. Who knows? There could be problems, and it could end up taking just as long. So we'll see. Check in tomorrow. Hopefully things will go faster. I want things to progress faster. We're getting really close. This stuff is getting cool. I'm really starting to be able to see it and taste it now a lot more than I was when I first started this. So that's really exciting. So we're getting there. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. My sister was kind enough to get me a new hat, and it doesn't have the California bear on it, which was so embarrassing. I still can't believe that happened. If you don't, go watch the episode with my birthday called Birthday Endgame. Happy Birthday Endgame. It was so embarrassing. One of the most... daily blogging though, so it's out there. But new hat, much better. This is much better. Love you guys. Later.